What is up, Buck? I'm Doug with D&D in the garage, and I'm in the U-Pole on this snowy, cold day to talk to you all about philosophy. That's right, today I want to talk about the ship of Theseus. It's a thought experiment concerning the nature of identity. Heavy stuff, right? Don't worry, we're going to explain it in old junky car terms. Now, the setup for this thought experiment is you have a ship, or in this case, a car. The car was built, and it now exists as that thing. Specifically, this is a 1948 Studebaker. It has a VIN number, and that VIN identifies it. Now, what would happen if I started changing out parts on the hypothetical ship, or the very real 48 Studebaker right here? Let's say we replace the wheels. Is it still the same vehicle? On our ship, let's say we replace a couple of the deck boards. Is it still the same ship? What if I take the motor out of this and I replace it? Same car? Now, I think a lot of us would say yes, we've all changed out parts on a car and we didn't go re-register it as a new vehicle just because we'd done a brake job. And I can only imagine that changing a few planks on a ship wouldn't warrant repainting a new name on the stern. Now, bear with me hypothetically. Let's say every single board on that ship is replaced over the course of several hundred years. Let's say this car, every single piece over the course of time, the hood, the doors, the wheels, the engine, the chassis, the transmission, the brake lines, everything over the course of time has changed so that at a certain point, even though this car has the same VIN, it sits in the same spot on the driveway and we're calling it the same car, it's had every single one of its original pieces removed and replaced. Is it the same vehicle? I'll take you one step further. What if we took every single part off this car and replaced it over the course of several years, but we saved those parts, and then we built a new car with those old parts that were originally from this car? Which car is the original car now? Well, this one that we rebuilt over time, slowly adding new pieces, has the provenance of the original vehicle, but the one sitting over there has all of its parts. And so the question posed to us by the Studebaker of Theseus thought experiment is, how many pieces can we change from our original self and retain our original identity? Or is your original identity infallible and intransferable, meaning this will be the same 48 Studebaker when it is completely rotted back into the ground and returned to Mother Earth Gaia? If I took every single part off it, crammed them on that Liberty over there, that would not be the 48 Studebaker. That would be something new. Excuse all the squinting. I'm totally snowblind. I forgot my glasses today. The other side of the Studebaker of Theseus thought experiment is that possibly identity doesn't actually have any bearing. There is no essential identity, and everything is just the sum of its parts. And this is not even a 48 Studebaker, it's just a collection of parts, and as soon as you take one of them off, that part just becomes part of the next collection of parts. That is a far less romantic interpretation, and certainly not the one I'm going to be working on, because I like to think that if I took the steering wheel out of this 48 Studebaker and I took it home with me and I hung it on my wall, and then the guys in the barn over there picked this thing up with a forklift and crushed it, that 48 Studebaker still exists, if only in the steering wheel on my wall. Now, I don't know that that is a philosophically enlightened opinion on it, but as far as the soul and essence of a car, I think it applies. Oh man, did I pull one over on you guys today. Y'all tuned in for a U-Pull video in the snow. You got hit square in the face with a little bit of philosophy. That's the way she goes sometimes. Long and the short of it is, when a guy's laying underneath the car, living life a quarter turn at a time, these are the kind of things that pop into your head and keep you sane. Or maybe this is a road towards insanity. I'm not really sure. I'd love to hear what you guys think. When does our vehicle of Theseus become a new vehicle? Can it ever become a new vehicle, or was there never any identity inherent in that collection of parts anyway? I think the argument there would be that identity is a human trait, but that's getting a little too heavy for me. So I'd love to hear a comment down there in the squawk boxes. If you have no opinion on the ship of Theseus thought experiment, what do you think about this 48? It's pretty sweet, right? I'd love to know what flat 4 that was. Wow, look at that ground strap. That thing is 10 out of 10. Like an inch and a half wide. I don't know what motor this was, and snow is covering a lot of the stuff I would need to find out, but was Studebaker making their own 4s, or is this like a Buick motor or something? I would be willing to bet it's some kind of Buick. Well, look at that electrical. Not teabag, bud, not teabag. Big old copper radiator. I promise this will be the last philosophy video for a while. We'll get back to turning wrenches on the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Maybe check out another one of my U-Pull videos. I know this one was a little weird, but the rest of them are well, what you'd expect from a U-pull video, all right? Thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to see y'all on the next one. I've got to go find some sunglasses. This is absurd.